All right, Abzan Hero. I think this is my favorite mid-range deck in this format right now. It was one of my favorite decks last season, and we got some solid upgrades in both Sorin, Vengeful, Bloodlord, and Oath of Kaya. This is our, I think, third time playing it already this season. This is definitely a fan favorite in addition to a favorite of my own. So just go ahead and dive into some matches and see how they go. What time do I think Grixis Amass will be up? It is third today, so sometime between 2.5 and 3 hours from now, probably. Yeah, it seems super reasonable. On the draw, which is a little bit sad, but spells are good, mana works, send me up. Morning, Admiral. Yeah, it looked pretty reasonable at a glance, Divik, so we'll probably start guard for guard and then tune from there. This is a bad matchup to lose the die roll in. However, this is a matchup that's good for Sorin to gain a bunch of life, so that's sweet. Oh, they're tokens. Okay, tokens is actually much better for us than white aggro, especially on the draw. Because we tend to grind a lot of value. Easy block there. They just attacked in to flip their land. Oh, do they not have a third land?
I walk a righteous path.
That's good for me. Not a fan of Cruel Celebrant. I get no tokens. So, I think putting Cruel Celebrant in this deck shows a kind of misunderstanding of like what this deck is trying to do. So this deck isn't an aggro deck. It isn't a deck that's like pressuring its opponent out of the game by like getting triggers and things like that off of a Cruel Celebrant. This is a grindy mid-range deck that's looking to eke out a long game and generate card advantage while doing so with its planeswalkers and things like Hero. So like while occasionally we generate kind of aggressive draws, I think on average it's not really what we want to be doing. They must not have realized that's indestructible. Or maybe they were worried about something like Seal Away next turn. Probably wanted to play around Seal Away. Oh, I guess Seal Away doesn't hit Gideon because he's not a planeswalker on my turn. Yes, Vortex. I need to do that. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Kai is good here, and so is Knight of Autumn because they're almost certainly a History of Benalia deck. One question is, do I want Moments of Craving on the draw? I think this is a Vivien Reid out matchup. While they have enchantments in their deck, I'm bringing in other ways to destroy enchantments. Tithe Taker doesn't really block meaningfully against all their X1s, and it doesn't trigger my hero, so I'm going to board that out. I'm going to bring in Moment of Craving on the draw because they could potentially have heroes of their own, and they likely have, what's the 2-mana 2/2, Afara. Hey, NM Johnson, thanks for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. I don't think I want anything else here. Yeah, I was like live for 10 hours yesterday, and then I did like 2-ish hours of work on post-stream stuff afterwards, and like I was just like not waiting for Moto to come back up again. And then I was running behind this morning because I had to get the kids together on my own because Christy wasn't feeling well because the whole plague cycle just runs through the house. And I was just like, nope, we're just gonna go right to video games. This seems great. It's like removal spell, 4-drop, 5-drop. How did you like the 4-color friends list from yesterday? It was better than I was expecting it to be, but I think after playing it, if I were to try something like that again, I would want to try and restructure it to cast Nicol Bolas without having to play, what's it called? The silly, the silly Chromatic Lantern. Since Amara favors a more aggro deck and we're playing mid-range, wouldn't she be a good addition? So we had Amara in very early iterations of this archetype, and she, because we don't have any Convoke spells in our deck, this is a format that's very creature-based in a lot of matchups, and Amara has a really hard time attacking in a lot of those matchups in our deck. So she pretty consistently underperformed for me. Ended up getting rid of her. Alright, so I was just going to jam Seraph for the scales here, but because I drew Hero, I'm going to go ahead and go Hero into Moment, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and Moment this right now in case they have like an Elephant or a Conclave Tribunal next turn. Just want to go ahead and cut them off before they can trigger this and make a token. Take a hit for 5 here, back down to 20. And then we're really looking to draw one of our Planeswalkers at this point. Perfect. Which do you think is the better deck? I don't know. Probably the Planeswalker deck if I had to be forced to pick. Especially like after playing more 3-mana Teferi, I think I need to fit some 3-mana Teferi into the Esper Planeswalker decks. That card's really good. Good morning, Trax. Hope you had a fantastic stream. Thanks for dropping this way. That's pretty good.
No friend of mine fights alone.
The Goblin deck ended up feeling a little bit mediocre last night. Ended up feeling kind of just like a worse version of the other deck that we'd been playing. The Zombies deck. Alright, so if they don't have a removal spell, Seraph gets to pressure their Planeswalker, which is nice. Oh, you know what? I should have left black mana up here. I should have left the Isolated Chapel up so I could give this Death Touch. Small mistake. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Tried Saheeli tokens. We're going to try Saheeli Hero tokens, whatever you want to call it, after this one today.
You are capable of more than you assume.
If they have a removal spell for this, we're going to be in trouble here.
Let me lead the charge into darkness.
Alright, so I assume they're going to give something indestructible, then ship into us here.
Share in my light.
Yep. Hey, Hurt. Thanks for the 17 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I think I just want to kill this. This gains me 5-2. Sorin means that even if they find a removal spell next turn for my Seraph, they're not going to be able to alter a Johnny. Although a Johnny is still adding pressure to their board every turn, which is good for them. There was a different Saheeli hero list in the deck queue before we added Yursnivik. Although I haven't really looked exactly how close yours is to the one that was already in there. Another Gideon, that's annoying. Huh, you know what? With the Sorin plus, maybe I was supposed to Seraph plus Sorin kill the Ajani last turn and give them a turn with Gideon. Wonder if that's better. That probably would have been better.
Lend you my strength.
Now, I think even without the Gideon, second Gideon hindsight, it's probably better to kill the Ajani, just because Ajani's adding more pressure to the table every turn. I think it was better without that knowledge. I forgot in my head that Sorin dealt damage to Planeswalkers. New card, still all that jazz, not committed to muscle memory. So I was thinking I couldn't kill Ajani that turn, but I could kill Gideon. But the reality was I could have killed Ajani that turn because of this plus.
Vampirism is a useful trait.
We are pretty solidly ahead here, which is good. I'm a little bit worse off than I otherwise would be because I didn't kill the Ajani a turn sooner, but still pretty reasonable, especially considering we're at 36. I don't think I want to play Oathikaya. I could like play Oath, kill their Choo-Choo. That doesn't really seem worthwhile. Feels a little bit bad to not use my mana this turn though. They've concluded that this game is over. I agree we're heading in that direction. We've not played with Arcbow yet. AGH, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Actually, I guess that's not true. We played Arcbow in Sultai Vanafir, and it was pretty reasonable. There is a green-red pig deck in the queue that we're going to get to at some point soon. That's definitely going to involve the Arcbow when we do that. Yikes. Alright, well. So what are we hoping to do from here? We're gonna chump block with this, draw an extra card, hit a land, go Hero, Oligarch, and then like maybe stabilize in the back of chump blocking a bunch. Any thoughts on Ugin in the Vivien slot? I don't know. 6 is a lot more than 5. Really need a land. That's unfortunate. They have another play here as well, right? Because they didn't fart the... Nope. They just missed 2 points of damage. Got it. Right, if we hit an untapped land here and get to go Hero into Oligarch, we might have a chance. If we don't, we're probably dead. Like this doesn't guarantee we win the game by any means, but it does mean we get to keep playing basically. Admiral Vortex coming in hot this morning with the sub gifties. Happy Thursday to you. Hope life is treating you well. So, if they attack here, we go trade chump. We could do this. What do we think of that? Just like cash the Midnight Reaper in? I feel like I don't hate this. And then, like, next turn I get to go, like, Vraska, down tick. I feel like that's not unreasonable. Because, like, the life loss from this is eventually going to become a liability here. It's going to pull a Hoagland. You like to bump up blue-black artifact friends. Sounds good. Sounds good. As a heads up, as a heads up, Admiral Vortex, the Saheeli tokens list has 100 behind it as well, so friends will be up third. I think I do this. I guess this is a good consideration. We were talking about, someone was asking about Ugin versus Vivien. Ugin would definitely be better than Vivien in this current position, right? Is something to think about. Like if this was an Ugin, I'd be better off. The spirit is too tired to fly. It's like Thursday. It's not quite Friday. Can't quite get it up, you know. I'm just gonna double block here. Let this die.
I grow bored with this fight.
Spells are overrated. The fact that Vivien doesn't kill anything here kind of sucks. What if we play her and plus and like find a Seraph?
Every fight
I guess that leaves me dead to removal. I could just kill Krasis. I'm like trying to think like how do I end up like getting back in this game long term? I think I gotta kill Krasis. I don't know. I feel like my hand isn't winning the game, right? So like they just like attack my Vivien next turn with this. I lose her and then I don't have anything going on. Dude, like coming in hot, just mono cuts. Here's for the big mana Simic deck. Sounds good. Thanks for the absurd support, dude. Light. Alright, I mean, I guess I chump. Weird that they didn't want to throw away one of these to guaranteed kill her. Alright, it's a good hit. You did not get cut, Nivik. You are still up next. Everybody behind you is getting pushed down, though. I'm at 9. I think I'm taking Midnight Reaper. Wow, they have a Frilled Mystic. Alright, we're super dead. Woof. Double spell turns are cheating. Yeah, exactly. Huh. I don't really have good sideboard cards here, huh? Is it crazy to just click submit? Tithe Taker doesn't block super profitably. And the pay extra 1 text probably isn't very relevant. Which probably means Moment of Craving's better. This kills elves and it kills Growth Chamber Guardian. Bring in the Liliana, see how she feels, just a random piece of top end. I don't know that I'm in love with Kaya. Random Knight's probably fine. It's just like a 4-3 that blocks well. That's probably not unreasonable. is the list for the big red deck on your website. If not, I'm going to watch you play it anyways. Yeah, pretty much everything that's listed in the deck queue is on the website. So a couple things just got cut in this morning, and I'll go ahead and add those. Yeah, if you look in the deck queue on my website, generally speaking, unless something gets cut in last minute, it's all listed up there. Shaper Sanctuary. It's pretty good. Probably gonna have to mortify that. That's also pretty good. Glad I've got Vivien in my opener. I think I'm just gonna start by deploying threats rather than mortifying. Is Ral Memekin your best build for trying to combo your opponent? That is the best deck I've played so far that contains that card, that combo in it, yeah. That's pretty good. Huh? So like this is awkward, right? Like do I like not be mana efficient this turn for the sake of getting hero down to generate tokens? I don't think so. I think I want to just Seraph for the scales. And I'm like, hopefully I draw a land and then get to Vivien or Hero plus Mortify next turn. What's my pet deck so far? I don't know, really. I've been liking the various Planeswalker mid-range decks. Yeah, I did see those. They seem neat. Alright, so this is like a super obvious Frilled Mystic, right? I guess they could also just be, and this is what's neat about the Arc Bow, right? Is they could be representing Frilled Mystic, or, and like, if I don't play into it, or they might not have it, they just like activate the Arc Bow. This card's really sweet with Mystic. Just like gives them something else to do when you don't play into Frilled Mystic. I really wish I could have a double spell turn this turn. I think I'm just supposed to jam. No, we've not played an Arcbow deck yet. Nothing like that's going to be competitive in Modern Ninja Turtle Jr., so that's not something I'd be interested in doing. I would like to draw land, please. Build-arounds for Modern are 50. FYI. The build-around scale based on format 2. Land. So frustrating. If we'd have hit the land here to Vivien the Arcbow, we'd have been in a pretty good spot. Wow, that card's good against us. Why is it so big, chat? Why is it so big? Hey, Zerold, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Alright, so... I think I jam Vivien here and kill the arc bow. This does mean they get to kill my Vivien with this attack, but then Vivien gains 5, so I think that's fine with me. I can't block this because it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Someone asked, what are the rules for to cut something in? To cut a deck into today that's already in the deck queue is a $50 donation. To cut a deck in that's not already in the deck queue is a $100 donation. And yes, those numbers are steep. They are steep to discourage people from cutting.
I've seen worse.
I should probably make a command that says that, actually. The question comes up enough.
Let's do this again.
Alright, I think we're actually not in a terrible spot here, especially with the second hero drawn. So, like, I get to do this, and then... So, like, obviously I can't... So, like, now I have to decide, like, I have two Mortifies. They have the Shaper's Sanctuary in play. So, like, if I kill the Steel Leaf Champion, the Shaper's Sanctuary draws them a card. So, like, do I want to take 5 for a turn and, like, Mortify the Sanctuary and then Mortify the Steel Leaf? I think I do. I think that's what I want to be doing. We should get to Grixis the Mask today, Automatic. It is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll be doing at least 6 decks today. Then we are going to take a little bit of a hit here, but Sorin, Vengeful, Bloodlord will help us recover a bit from that. Alright, so they're getting aggressive. I think I just do this. Clear as many as possible. Chump block there. Yeah, Alcohol, whichever you prefer. Can you feel free and just put it through the form for me? It just helps me stay organized. Another Mortify is actually a pretty reasonable pickup for us, so... I think I just pass. Nah, I'm gonna do this now, so that way I don't get Frilled Mysticked. I only have 2 up at the moment. I am eventually going to have to work through these Growth Chamber Guardians. I have Seraph for the Scales in here, so like next turn I could play Sorin, down tick, get my Seraph back, which is reasonable. Yeah, in the future, Alcohol, always feel free to just submit. The form is kind of like the most convenient way to like say, hey, is this okay? And if it's not, I'll always send you an email back. Is it crazy to just do this? I don't think so. I'm going to do this and go to 4. The loose part about this is now suddenly all of their Growth Chamber Guardians are lethal. Alright, so I think I just Sorin, get my Seraph back like I talked about. And that's the sweet thing about Sorin in this deck, is he's basically just extra copies of Seraph when you need it. And then, like, Seraph can give herself Death Touch with this black mana, so she'll be able to trade 1-for-1 with the Nullhide Ferox. So I'll be able to, like, chump block, trade, get some tokens left over, and then next turn I can, like, play another removal spell plus generate some tokens again. And, like, Hero just, like, solidly keeping us in this game with these stream of chump blockers. Yeah, I do have to trade off the sword, so he's not going to be able to lifelink me, which sucks, but I think this is a necessary evil. If they take a turn off and give me some breathing room, I get to, like, get Mortify or Vraska down. My ideal draw here would be a 2-mana spell, so that way I could, like, Mortify plus do something else next turn. They might just pump the brakes this turn. Land does not let me double spell. I have 5 lands and I have a 3 and a 4 in my hand. So that trades off. I get 2 more tokens. And then I assume they're going to play this one out because they're out of Growth Chamber Guardians to go in as additional ones now. Midnight Reaper. So I'm going to Vraska this turn as opposed to Midnight Reaper, because holding the Midnight Reaper in my hand means that if I draw an untapped land next turn, I can double spell, which is ideal.
Still have their uses.
Arcbow's real good. Arcbow's going to allow them to churn through their deck a little bit here. Wow, they played the land out. I guess they want to dig deep with the Arcbow. Aren't we scared of the Reaper killing us? Listen, no gamble, no future. I ain't scared. So, it's correct to quad block the 2/2 because I want to force them to use their mana to kill all of these if they want to kill all of these, because them using their mana makes the Arcbow worse. Yeah, seasons don't fear the Reaper. So they can Arcbow into a Frilled Mystic now. I think I'm actually going to bin a land here. Let's get a little greedy.
Everyone is expendable.
Greed is good. It's a pretty good one to greed into. And now this is going to trade for the Arcbow next turn, which is great. Do I Mortify this now to give them minimal looks for Frilled Mystic? I don't think so, because I don't want them to be able to attack. I think they're pretty likely to do this and do it at end of turn. Okay, so I put a stop on my end of turn so I can have a chance to Mortify something here after they bow it into play. I can't. The Arcbow's an enchantment or an artifact. It's not an enchantment. Hey, Dig, thanks for the support. I appreciate it. So again, I'm doing this now because my opponent's going to get to draw a card next turn, which gives the Arcbow a ton of looks to find a Frilled Mystic. So I want to kill their thing before they have a chance to dig for Frilled Mystic. Just because your card's an instant doesn't mean you need to play it on your opponent's turn. And now, suddenly I'm in a pretty good spot. I feel like we've slogged through here. Fairly new to MTG and new to your channel. Loving everything that you do. Can you put these towards Mardu, Control, and the queue? Yeah, definitely, Slamhead. I appreciate the support. Thanks for using the Bleed Purple. So here, I have to decide what do I want to trade for this Thrashing Brontodon. I could double block with the heroes, or I could trade Midnight Reaper plus this token here. Do we want to cash in the Reaper? The Reaper's like, so like the problem with cashing in the Reaper is that like it's my only source of cards left on this board. And like I have Moment of Craving to gain 2 more because I need to cash in the Vivien to kill the Arcbow next turn. It's probably the Reaper. It's probably the Reaper. Let's just draw another Planeswalker. If you use Bleed Purple when you cheer, I get it. You get it. The streamer gets a 10% bonus. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Huh? So now do I greed and try and trophy the Arcbow? I think I do. I think I'm gonna greed and try and do that.
Alive for alive.
No, I'm gonna trophy during their upkeep because they might Arcbow at end of turn. They might Arcbow at end of turn. I bet they Arcbow for everything here, right? Because they probably have some kind of bomb in their deck that they want to find. Depending on, unless this gets something that's like really absurd, we're in a good spot here. But they're getting 9 looks, so if there's something absurd in their deck, they're likely to find it. But then like, once this happens, if this isn't super powerful, I get to trophy this, and then like, I have double hero plus this, so like, I'm super far ahead now. And like, if they attack with this Nullhide, I have plenty of jump blockers, so we're in a solid position at this point. Hey, Fragabo, thanks for the support. Alright, yeah, I think I'm... Alright, so I'm actually going to bring in the extra Knight of Autumn here. I said I wasn't sure if I wanted that card or not, but the fact that it kills Arcbow I think is super relevant here. I don't think I want a third Vivien Reid just because she's a little bit medium. Yeah, that game was a great example of just, like, what Hero has to offer in this deck. Just, like, endless board control, basically. She allows us, if you're someone that wants to gain experience towing your life total as a resource, this is a great deck to do it with, just because like you have chump blockers and you have Midnight Reapers, you have like all these axes through which you're like kind of juggling how you're staying alive. This is definitely my favorite Tiny Edges deck in the format. Just like a lot of little micro decisions that like add up to being reasonable. And it also has an okay Recollection matchup because we have like Trophy and Despark and Mortify with an okay clock. I believe this is card for card the Abzan hero build we played last time. Othakai is really good. Yeah, I agree. That's definitely the best game I've played in a while, as far as like describing our health total as a resource. Let's utilize it well. Champion IRL coming in hot with the Twitch Prime. Thank you for the 4 months. Welcome back. Giving you that bonus biddies, put these towards whatever makes you happiest. Will do, Pala. Thanks for the support. This hand, like, has a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 curve. It just doesn't have an untapped land. We're on the draw. Can I keep this on the draw? Their deck, like, has some aggressive starts, though, which is the issue. And, like, I'm only a 25 land deck, so, like, I'm pretty likely to, like, stumble by 5 at the very least. Yeah, the fact that it's removal that ramps them, though, also puts us behind a little bit, though. I think I'm supposed to mulligan that. Hero is also just very good in this matchup, so I think trying to mulligan to that is also reasonable. This hand's missing a black source, but it's got 6 foil cards, so it's a pretty easy keep. We did win last game, Catnet. It was, if you like this deck, you're going to want to go back and rewatch the last game. It was an excellent game of Magic. Alright, well, if we hit a black source in probably like the next 2 turns, we're going to be in a good spot. If we brick, we might be in trouble. Come on. Come on. Black source. Black source. I need a moment. I need a moment. Ugh. And like, that's the Stone Cold Burst, right? Not only have we not drawn a black source, but like, actual every draw step has been a black spell. I'm gonna offer this trade here. I wouldn't be super surprised if there was like a Zagana in their deck, maybe. Yeah, I think that trade is good for me. At least they're stumbling too. This is where the magic happens. All right, in it to win it. Deal. They attack with these Hydroid Crises. I'm gonna double block. Yikes. That's real good. That is also really good, though. How do you feel about Moment the Harpooner go on the offensive? I think I like that, right? Because they don't have ways to gain life, and I'm sitting on a Sorin. Like, gain 5, smack you for 6. Yep, currently winning the race for sure. What is territory on? Elf? Elf. Alright. I already threw 2 Krull Harpooners. I think I just Seraph for the scales here. And then next turn I can Sorin, give Seraph Vigilance, swing for 8. Perfect.
I did not start this fight, but I will finish it.
I didn't start this fight, but I'll finish it. I swear to God, so many of these Planeswalker lines are just things parents say. Don't make me come back there. I will turn this game around. Great. Do you have a incongruity here? Are we just done? Sorin is so impossible to raise. J-Paz, thank you for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. It's a solid start to the day. They are, Burgle. They are. And that was really one of the things that this archetype was missing, was a way to consistently gain health. And both Sorin and Oath of Kaya allow us to do that to offset the Midnight Reaper, which is great. Yeah, Vraska gains a little bit. There might be merit to leading on this, just because this into this is nice.
I look forward to seeing you running away. I wish you could see your face while I'm beating you.
Woof. Man, that's a good curve. That is brilliant. I'm glad we weren't on the draw.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you doing something?
Wild. Okay. Huh. I'm just doing this. Like if we had a land, we can spell.
I've lived with animals my entire life. Explains a lot, actually.
That's brutal. Alright, so I just trophy this, right? Do I? Do I want to trophy this? I might just pass, actually. I think holding up the trophy is probably better, yeah. Because, like, if this wants to make these fight, that's kind of a good exchange for me.
I fight with a dragon's rage.
We're going to play this deck later today. It's really sweet.
Your end has arrived.
Alright, so now I'm going to trophy this, mortify this, Tithe Taker, kill Sarkin.
How could I have lost?
I was raised by wolves. Though, they might have also just been big dogs.
I was raised by wolves. They might have also just been big dogs. I think I just do this and start getting some life back here.
I'm Sorin, Lord of Innistrad.
tree
I
there.
think I can just attack this down, probably.
Now you're getting in the spirit.
Arwell, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month. Why not get Hero back? Because I don't want to lose Sorin to a Shock or a Lightning Strike. I think he's more valuable than that. Why is Domri Junkrat? And I think my Sorin's important enough here that I'm actually going to play Tithe Taker and not Midnight Reaper and hold up Trophy to keep him alive. Look at that. I'm so smart and thin. Just the smartest and the thinnest.
They can only punish you if they catch you.
All right. Wow, they're conceding. Okay. You get an ad when you turned on the stream today. I'd encourage you to file a bug report with Twitch. My settings are toggled so subscribers shouldn't see ads on my channel, but sometimes people have issues. There's a pre-roll ad that non-subs are supposed to see, but sometimes Twitch messes up on some platforms and shows it on. Make sure your account was logged in on whatever device you saw the ad on. Where does my face keep going? I am getting over the end of a cold, so rather than showing you when I blow my nose, I mute myself and I hide my camera. Because while watching someone blow their nose might be some people's fetish, that's not what this channel is for. Mongor, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Then all I want to do here is just like Desparks in, Tithe Takers out. Do I want these Moment of Cravings? They probably have Growth Chamber Guardian, which Moment of Craving is pretty good against. Kaya. Maybe I don't need Kaya in this matchup since I have Despark now. We used to have to keep Kaya in to deal with Rekindling Phoenix, but I think Despark changes that dynamic. Kaya's pretty bad other than against Phoenix. As someone who streams, if you're ever watching a streamer and they don't have the decency to like mute themselves when they like cough, read, or anything like that, like it is super trivial to set up a hotkey to do that stuff. So like, you should let them know or turn them off, one of the two. I was misled on this channel's purpose. Man, I'm so super happy with how the overlays ended up. I really feel like we shuffled all the elements around to be in a good spot. It took us a couple iterations, but we finally got there. Do I want to hold up Assassin's Trophy here? I feel like I probably don't. Their 3-drop's probably going to be like the Spellbreaker anyways. You can change your Twitch username. I believe it's in your user settings somewhere. It's definitely something that you're able to do. Othakaya this. Yeah, Dreadhorde, along with just like Collision Colossus, is like a pseudo combo kill sometimes too.
You must be mad to tussle with you. We won't answer our guilts.
Alright, so do I want to go hero plus trophy this turn, or do I want to go hero, or do I want to go land Seraph? Hero plus trophy is appealing because then the Seraph potentially makes a token next turn. I don't hate that. Yeah, hero trophy is a high upside play, right? And then the question is, do I want to trophy this proactively? Because if I don't trophy this proactively, this is going to make this fight this, and then I need to trophy this. So I think I want to trophy this proactively because I don't really care about this card at the moment. This gives them an extra land, but like they're going to make their 5th land drop next turn most likely anyways, and like the 5th land is like the top of their curve, so I'm not really accelerating them into anything sooner. They might get like a double spell turn sooner now, but like that's not that big of a deal. No blocks. If they just pass here, I get to go Shockland Vivien plus. That would be great for us. They just like have no other play to commit to the board. If they add more power to the board, I probably need to do one of these, but I really don't want to play this out while this is in their bin. Perfect.
Beasts are much more reliable than humans. Balance comes.
Yeah, we have a lot of incidental life gain. Wow. Rude. Rude. This card's so good.
Not again.
Not again. I just want to get that out of the way because they give it an extra power. They can flashback Lava Coil, which makes my Seraph much worse. You got it. God, that feels so good getting a Lava Coil used on an Oligarch. Yeah, with this in my hand, that trade is absurd for us. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and mortify this. Like, obviously I could not shock an assassin trophy this, but trophy has value later in that it can kill a planeswalker, and mortify cannot.
I'm a crazy beast. Where do you see my mates? Oh, have at it, boys.
Have at it, boys. Well, that explains why they were really aggressive with the Lava Coil. Hina, thank you for the 8-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, almost certainly running 4 coils. I think I'm just holding on to the trophy for now. Like, Domri is not a threat on his own.
Ain't the first time I've been knocked about. Oh, I wish you could see your face when I'm beating you.
When rotation happens, we know what's going to happen. They're going to introduce a new format.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Break someone like you. Do I play the Oligarch or do I hold up trophy? I think I just play the Oligarch.
Give me some more.
Wow, that's another reason to have not played the Assassin's Trophy.
The only authority that I recognize is chaos.
Good rip.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Double spell turns are busted. Will changing my username affect any of my subscriptions? It will not. You will keep your loyalty badges everywhere.
Ain't the first time I've been knocked about.
So when they initially spoiled or released the Alter Art stuff, Jin, I was letting people donate and cheer to foil specific cards. So a bunch of people cheered to foil things. I like shiny things, but I'm also a capitalist, okay?
What's that? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
You can't stop nature.
Wow, rude. That's fine. We had a lot of good double spell turns there.
So you haven't seen the last of me.
Alright, she's on 8. Are we done here? No, we still don't have a foil bolas. It's such a crime. We did get foil hero, though. They did add some foils in the last update, so that's nice. We have a shock here, or are you dead? They're like 0% to beat a Vivien ult, right?
It's time.
There's an arena update at 8 a.m. PT. Seriously? They're killing me. Is it a 2-hour update? 90 minutes? Dang it, Bobby. Well, no downtime means that you can still log in. You won't be able to play games. Alright, well, I guess I'll see if I can get Moto to update. They tweeted that they resolved the issue. Means you could trick your my bosses and spreadsheet out. Yeah, Moto's updating. I guess we will get a Moto League this morning. Vraska's Contempt, like a mosh. We have played Party Bus since War. It's one of the many decks you can find on the standard page of my website. Alright, sweet. I'm excited to play this matchup. We haven't played this since the new set dropped. Wanna see how it goes? Alright, I think I want to lead on Tithe Taker here, because whatever I play first is likely to die. So I think I want to do this. Deal. Sorin is very good in this matchup. Land. Land. Oh, that one's good in this matchup too. That one's also good in this matchup. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Tasty. Now, if they have a frenzy here, I could get into a little bit of trouble. If they don't have frenzy this turn, we should be pretty well set. This is pretty good. Lets them finish off my hero. All right, so what's our best draw here? Another Othakaya? What? Huh. Kill me. Really? Okay. Huh. You're not currently subscribed to the channel, Sal. So people who aren't subbed have a pre-roll ad when they log in. If you see a pre-roll ad, it's a reminder that you're not currently subbed. So, all Twitch channels have a pre-roll sub that's mandatory by Twitch. All right, so I drew Vraska. So I have a couple decisions to make. I could play Sorin plus. I could Vraska down tick on Chain Whirler. I think I like Vraska down tick on Chain Whirler. Like, this gives them a window to draw another 3 and 3/3 me.
Before I make you disappear.
When people have been subscribed to my channel for a year, Dragor, I make them a moderator. So moderators can still chat when sub-only chat is off. We could die here. They could have like 3 untap 3, which might mean Sorin's right. Or 3 untap 2 does it too. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to Sorin there. And the reason I didn't think about the Firebrand having direct damage. That's a mistake on my part. Zero Code, thank you for the 7 months. I wasn't thinking about Shock being lethal too. Even without the Shock being lethal, Sorin's probably better. Yeah, that's fine. This matchup's pretty good overall. But definitely good to reflect on mistakes that were made. That's true. Sorin does still leave me dead to 3 untap 3. It actually only plays around to 2. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to block the Firebrand. I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting to go back. You're right. I didn't think about that. In Hero's probably gonna die, but like Hero into Othakai is a very easy keep here. Have we cast Liliana yet? We have not. Yep. I think I'm supposed to just do this. The hero's likely to die anyways, although I guess playing the hero means I get to put a shock land into play tap, so it's not that different, although I guess it's a little bit less resource efficient is the big difference. Despark seems better than Trophy here because they have no cards that are more than 4 CMC. Despark only gets rid of things that cost 4 or more, Double Hawk. So Despark is really not good here because it misses most of their stuff. I think you might be confusing the text of that card. What's the best way to get cards with free cash flow but little time? Your wallet. Arena loves your wallet. Buy booster packs. Profit. I think we're dead. You have any idea how many viewers are on mobile versus desktop? Yeah, I have those stats somewhere.
I'll taste your meat. You'll taste my blade. Time for a drink.
Yeah, I think I just cast Sorin to tread water here. The problem is that, like, I need 2 removal spells to get through this Phoenix, and, like, I'm nowhere near having 2 removal spells. My hand is currently basically blanks.
How predictable.
Oh, it triggers that too. Deal.
This time.
Deal. Alright, that is, is potentially good down the line. I'm gonna hold on to her, because I don't want her to die in the middle. I need to draw, like, a removal spell this turn. So we're going to 10. If I hit a removal spell here, I need to, like, draw running removal, basically, right? Yeah, probably dead. Okay, I think I messed up the first game, but not a whole lot we could do here. I guess more specifically, which packs to buy and how many. Guilds and Ravnica are probably the ones you want to buy. Man, that was like the perfect draw too if they just didn't have a second Phoenix. The red deck's really good.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
Well done.
You hit the road. Time. Look to see me.
Bravo.
More.
Yep. Hey, J-Boz, thanks for the 3/4 VR. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yep. Let's play one more. God, we gained like double digits worth of life that game and just not good enough. Red deck real good. Rotation isn't for 6 months. Rotation happens in October. It's April. I guess it's May. 5 months. 5.5. Cold Shoulder. Thanks for checking in for the 10th month in a row. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I guess hand lacks a green mana, but I think a turn 3 play on the play is fine. Huh, actually, this maintenance note doesn't say that matches are going to be down. So I might just have to, like, take 5 and reinstall. Alright, sweet. We get a rematch against red deck. Sounds good. Hey, Wubwin. Thank you for the very generous tier 3 resub. Hey, appreciate the support. Be sure to submit a deck you'd like to see added to be played through the queue. Yeah, if you made me pick out 4 decks, those would probably be the 4 I'd pick. Double Whirly Boy. That's good for me. Huh. I don't want to play Seraph this turn, because if they go land Lightning Strike, they can Lightning Strike Seraph, and then clear the tokens with Chain Whirler.
The weak feed the strong.
Okay, I'm aware of what my card text is, Shung Damned. It just wasn't useful there.
Pathetic.
I hope the new set just includes all the old cards.
I am familiar with pain. Vampirism is a useful trait.
So, and I don't quite understand why this works this way, but your sub anniversary and the day Twitch is charging people for their new sub aren't lining up exactly for a lot of people, and I don't have a good answer for why that is. I'd encourage you to contact Twitch support and ask, hey, what's up? But I don't have any understanding of their back end. Oh, look, they attacked my Planeswalker. Take two. Take two, deal. Deal, gain 2. Is this a red/girl hate deck? No, I actually don't think this deck has a fantastic aggro matchup. Like, it's okay. Like, if we draw the perfects, we have an okay matchup like here, obviously. But I think this deck's actually really good against other mid-range and control decks. No, you can submit when you get charged, Holy Flab. Their system's weird. Alright, casual 28. Your move, Yugi boy. Are we done here? What are we doing? Sorin's at 7. What are we doing with ourselves? You got it. You've killed him. Even if there's a logical explanation for why it happens, Dalen, it's a bad change because your end user shouldn't be confused. Even if a change logically makes sense, it is a bad change if it confuses the people that are spending money. And on the surface, it's confusing. I'm sure I 100% assume there's a logical reason for it, but they should stop it from happening. All right, 36. All right, Frenzy, do your worst. Yeah, Sorin static ability definitely punched the clock here. Maybe, I mean, like, there's a world where, like, they hit Steam Kit and then killed us, right? We're not living in that world, thankfully, but... Is today Hero Day? To start, it's definitely Hero Day to start. It's definitely Hero Day to start. If you have the money, yeah. How much money you got? It can be whatever day you want, baby. What can you buy? I don't know. What do you got? Is a Tithe Taker matchup? It's probably fine. It, like, sucks a little bit against Chain Whirler, but it also, if they don't have Chain Whirler, it takes 2 removal spells to get through. Hey, Mr. Napper, thanks for the third of the year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. And Wonder Guy, thanks for re-upping your Prime this way. I appreciate you keeping me employed here. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday, folks. No, I like that Oligarch both has Vigilance and triggers my hero. So, like, the extra text on Tithe Taker isn't super relevant to this matchup in my experience. Well, this hand's great. Gain 2, gain 3, gain 4, destroy, destroy. Hey, Golgari, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Hope life is treating you well. Thanks for keeping me around. Gobble, gobble. I am a hungry boy. Nom, 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 nom. Light them up. They're on fire. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Do, 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 do. Sounds good, Wupwin. I'll take a look at it tonight after I'm off stream. Come on. Come on. What if I continued killing your creatures and gaining life? How would that make you feel, opponent? I think I'm gonna hold on to this for now. So, this is a fun interaction. If you Oath of Kaya to kill Tybalt, you do not gain life, because damage does not kill things, state-based actions do. So I think I'd rather trophy this. I think with like Mortify and Knight in my hand to still cover a what's it called? An Experimental Frenzy. I just go ahead and trophy this guy. Want to take him off the table anyways because he's stopping life gain. Might as well do it now so he doesn't make another Demon Toddler. This is the last match with this deck, yep. They didn't take the trade last turn, which probably means I want to take the trade. Slow ride, take it easy. Do 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 do. Looking for a Planeswalker or a Seraph here at this point. Get that, just what the doctor ordered.
I will have revenge for House Markov.
Are they gonna double 3 him?
Not provoke me.
Wow, that's so good. That's so good.
Time for a drink.
Yeah, you got him. He's dead. You've killed him. Rats. I think it's right to make it a 4-3 instead of gaining 4 there. Could go either way, though.
I'm gonna make it.
This matchup's really good when we draw the good cards.
Dematerializing off my mortal coil. Huh.
Oh, I should have exiled an instant or sorcery and not Tabal, but whatever. And it would make your hand prettier. That's probably not a bad exchange, Michael. I don't hate playing another copy of 3 Desparks has felt like a touch heavy at times, so maybe that is a good change. I like that suggestion. Replace the 3rd Despark with the Contempt. Yeah, if we were playing Paper Magic, I'd be playing with my hand face up right now. Just be like, are we done here? What are we doing with ourselves?
Am I? I had guild business to attend to anyway. Huh.
How come everything in your deck comes with random life gauge? Just like incidentally does. I like that we ended 2 games in a row against this deck. It's just like at 30.
Usually I'm better at dodging.
That one. 36. It's a good number. Good clean number. All right, Abzan Hero. I think the suggestion of 1 Despark for a Contempt is like probably not unreasonable. Might make that swap. Other than that, like this list is pretty well solidified after this is our 3rd time we played it since the new set release, and until like something changes in the format, like in the tournaments this weekend, there might be decks that pop up that like get us to that like make us want to like change some of the details, like hedge certain things game 1 versus games 2 and 3. But as a whole, I really kind of like 72 or 73 of the 75. Like it's pretty close to what we want to be doing. All right, so we had a cut the line for Jeskai Saheeli up next. So let's get that loaded up here. Saheeli Hero.